Thank you so much. Thank you for speaking with me. This was so much fun.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm very very happy to get this chance to talk to you.
No problem at all. Look, you are obviously, we all know, part of the original franchise. My question is, what does it feel to you want to come back, but to see that this is a franchise that is continuing, that new generations are discovering it, and that its legacy continues on?
Yeah, well, it means a lot. I mean, I've done I don't know how many movies, maybe 100 movies or more. I'm not sure. I've been acting for 55 plus years, but to have a movie that the audience has embraced, families watch it, grandparents watch it with their little grandkids, and everybody finds something in it to laugh about and enjoy. That's very very exciting because most of the films I've done, they have their moment, but then they move on. To see people in their jumpsuits and turning their cars and ectomobiles, and yeah, I'm very very happy
Mhm.
to be a part of that. And the fans have made this movie. It wasn't a movie that, like, say, a Star Wars or Star Trek, where the studios kind of built it. This was sort of built on the fans who just stayed loyal to it.
Now, we do learn at kind of at the entail of Afterlife that Winston is a father.
Yeah,
And one of the things that he wants his children to follow in his footsteps, and you
yeah.
kind of become an educator as well. Does that mean picking up the mantle and becoming a Ghostbuster, working alongside with dad?
Well, I don't. They never tell me anything because they know I'll tell the whole world. But so I'm not sure what the direction is.
Mhm.
The possibilities of way out. What I love about Afterlife is it really solidified and brought together the first two movies, especially. And so now we can move on because we've sort of come together. And Winston, finally, there's dimension to him because he's very much a part of the other movies, but we don't know much about his background. And so this opens up the possibility of him being there and being part of this, and his family. I would hope, but I guess I have to wait, like the fans, and see what they have in store. But whatever it is, I'd like to hope that I'm a part of it.
So, you, Ernie, as Winston, my question is, what legacy would you like to leave behind for Winston's kids?
Yeah, I think there's so much going on in the world, and I
Mhm.
and I honestly I'm a little confused by a lot of things. But I just, at the end of the day, to live a good life. You know what I mean? To My grandmother would say, just to be an example of what's possible, which I think Winston says in Ghostbusters. I've heard all the stuff about the statistics and black people going to jail and black people being on drugs and black people not taking care of the family. Well, I want to be an example that you don't have to go to jail, and you can raise healthy kids, and you can have some money at 70 years old, and you can be healthy at 76 years old. So I believe that through our lives. So when some kid is looking, saying it's impossible because I'm in the project, I go, oh no, I was in the project, and you still find a way to love, you still find a way to contribute, and you still find a way to keep hopefully moving forward and achieving your dreams. And I'm very very thankful because my growing up, everybody's telling me all the things that I couldn't do, and I'm like, well, why not? So most of us grew up in some form of church, but I would see all the people who say they believe in God, and yet they were so afraid. And I'm like, well, listen, if this is real, then there's no limit. And I'm not worried about being super rich or super whatever. I just want to live a good life. And I haven't tried to hurt anybody. I haven't tried to get even with anybody. Um, yeah, I just want to, as we said in church, just want to run a good race. So,
Understand completely. Thank you so much for speaking with me. It is an honor.
well, the honor's mine. Thank you so much. Take care.